Joined by head coach Chris McHugh of Washington Elite men's basketball. They were picked number 7 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, you're back in Lexington, having been a player there. Now you're the head coach of the team. Talk a little bit about your feelings coming into the squad, coming back to campus, and the vibes you've seen from the team so far this season.
Sure. Well, it's been great. The experience has been just as you'd expect from Washington Elite. Everybody has been so welcoming and so helpful as I, make a transition to being the head coach. In getting the position, the first thing you think about is all the people along the way that have helped me to become a head coach. So, friends and family, of course, and then I've got to work for great coaches along the line. So I played for Adam Hutchinson at Washington Lee, and then I got to work for Ryan Kadlubowski at Mount St. Mary, Tom Satrin at Connecticut College, and then Jason Zimmerman at Emory. All great coaches that I learned from at each stop, and just getting to pick some things that each of them do really well, which they do, and meld that into kind of what I'm trying to do for our program. Everybody at Washington Lee has been so helpful, doors have been open to come talk, and it's been great. The players, I think, so far have worked really hard. In the fall, they were working hard. They were playing pickup. They were conditioning. They were lifting weights, and I think in practice, the first 2 weeks here has been really good. Guys have been buying into what we're trying to do. They've been working hard, they've been communicating, they've been caring about one another. And I think if we continue our path of improving each and every day, the winning and the outcomes will take care of themselves.
Let's take a look at your philosophies coming into a season, or just being as a coach in general.
Sure.
If we watch Washington Elite play this season, what is a Chris McHugh style game that you want them to portray on the floor?
Sure. Well, I'm inheriting a really well-coached team with some good, talented players. I think stylistically we're going to play a little bit faster, a little bit more up-tempo than the program has in the past. We're going to try and get out in transition and score, and then kind of flow into a motion offense where we're playing a little bit more principle-based and sharing the ball and cutting and moving and playing to our strengths. I think we have a really versatile group of players with high basketball intelligence. So letting them make plays and make decisions and try and help the team in that way. So defensively, we'll play some man-to-man, mix in some zones, but we'll really do what we think is best for the group. And again, it comes back to we're getting to know each other. The players are getting to know me. I'm getting to know them, and we're building an identity as a team, and we want that identity to be based on playing with pace, playing together, playing hard, and playing intelligent, smart, tough basketball.
When we take a look at your squad now, just some of the guys you expect to be your leaders on the team this season from what you've seen so far from preseason practice.
Sure. Our captains are senior Clayton Murtha and junior Alex Starr. Beginning with Clayton, his accomplishments to date speak for themselves. He's already been a really successful player in the ODAC, and he's looking to build off that. I think he's done a really good job with the leadership piece so far. And Alex Starr has been an energy guy and a vocal leader for us as well. I think our upperclassmen have done a great job. Our 2 other seniors, Nick George and Mike Hagar, have really set the tone from a conditioning standpoint and playing hard in practice. And then fellow juniors, Roy McMillan and Devin Kearns, really talented players that I think are doing a good job learning the new system, playing hard, and helping one another. So, our junior and senior classes, those 6 players are setting the tone for the younger guys, and there's some good, talented younger guys that are going to compete for time. How that all shakes out is still to be determined, but I know that everybody's working hard and pulling in the same direction, and that's all we can ask for so far.
As we take a look at the league, you and Randolph head coach Pete Hamilton have a little bit of unique perspective on it, being recent players. Talk a little bit about the gauntlet of going through the ODAC, and maybe if this is the year that we get back to having multiple bids after last year, just the one getting through with the automatic qualifier from Guilford.
Right, sure. I think the biggest thing about the ODAC is the depth and the talent from top to bottom. There's no nights off in the ODAC, and we know that, and I knew that as a player coming in, and then as an assistant coach, admiring the league from afar, and now being back in it as a head coach, that every team in the ODAC is really good. And any night you show up and you're not on your A game and you're not playing hard and not doing the right things, you're going to be in for a tough game. So the depth of the league is just so good. And then I think, the ODAC is one of the best conferences in the country. I think every year we should be competing for multiple teams in the tournament. And just such great coaches, really good players, programs with great pride and tradition. And we're excited to be a part of that. We're going to embrace that challenge and looking forward to competing against some great teams.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Thank you so much.